Today I'd like to discuss why increased circulation makes such a huge difference in your skin's health. The blood carries all of the nutrients, oxygen, hormones, growth factors to your skin in order to basically provide it with everything it needs to regenerate. Without that adequate blood supply, you won't have nutrients moving in or toxins moving out. There are different herbs and treatments that you can do to increase circulation. Lifestyle factors are always a huge part of everything. Circulation can definitely be increased by exercise and by managing blood pressure. A lot of people think that if you have really high blood pressure, you're going to have really good blood supply to all parts of your body. But studies have shown that if you have high blood pressure, chances are you're actually having a decreased blood supply to the brain and also to the skin. Some doctors will suggest niacin flushes as a way of increasing blood flow to both the brain and the skin. And niacin flushes have been shown to decrease LDL cholesterol and improve circulation throughout the body. So there is very, very good data to that. Niacin flushes are not for everyone. They can make people feel very uncomfortable when it's happening. The way I do my niacin flushes is I take about 300 to 400 milligrams of niacin. It takes about 35 to 40 minutes for it to kick in. You know that you're getting a niacin flush when your skin turns red like you have a sunburn across your entire body. And it does feel like you're sitting directly in the sun for about 30 to 40 minutes, depending on how long the flush lasts. You don't want to start out at that dose. You want to start out at about 100 milligrams once a day and see how much of a flush you actually get with that. Sometimes the flushes, like when I first started, the flushes would only begin on my elbows or my arms in different places, my chest, sometimes my legs. You want to get a whole body flush in order to be able to open up all the blood vessels and improve circulation. And niacin is really neat because it dilates the blood vessels and the microcapillaries in your skin, which is why you turn red. When you're dilating all those vessels, you're increasing blood flow to carry the waste out and carry nutrients in. And in order to be able to see a noticeable decrease in LDL and improve circulation, you need to do these flushes for about 6 months total. You're supposed to start out at about 100 milligrams and then gradually work your way up to be able to maintain a whole body flush for about 6 months. So when I started out, I started at 100 milligrams and I did that dose for about a week. And I noticed that I really wasn't getting the whole body flush, so I jumped to 200. At 200, I started getting whole body flush and it would last me about 45 minutes. And then after about a month, I saw a decrease to where that 200 milligrams really wasn't provoking the same response, and I had to go to 300. I never had to go past 400 because I did get a very good absorption, good vasodilation, and a whole body flush. And with the niacin, what's interesting is that you actually do over time notice a difference in blood pressure decrease, healthy cholesterol increase, bad cholesterol decrease. And it's just a great way to improve circulation. But like I said, it's not for everybody. Not everybody feels real comfortable with flushes. And I have had a woman tell me that her doctor had her start at 1,000 milligrams of niacin a day, which she was flushed for about 4 hours and she hated it and she refused to ever do it again. So don't start too high and give yourself a bad response. That's just not a great way to start a new treatment plan. Always talk to your doctor about niacin first before you start it. I want to make sure to mention that because one, I'm not a doctor and this is just my own personal experience as a integrative practitioner and as a patient because I did it myself. I do it about once a year. Niacin is great, but if that's not for you, ginger, cinnamon, and cayenne are all different circulatory enhancing herbs. Now, of course, some of these things can react with medication. So again, do your research, make sure that you're not going to take something that's going to react with a medication you're already taking. And if you're taking any GLP-1s, they react to pretty much everything. So be very, very careful. Long story short though, if you improve the circulation to your skin, you're doing yourself a world of good by increasing all of the nutrients to the skin directly. That's only part of the story. Of course, getting into ozone products, we want to increase not only the nutrient content, but the oxygen content and also the regenerative capability of the cells themselves. So ozone salve, ozone lotion, face moisturizer, pretty much any of our products are all designed to increase the oxygen levels within the skin or the hair follicles or even periodontal tissues. Ozone is, again, a vasodilator, but it doesn't cause flushing. It is a angiogenic, which means that it creates new blood vessels to increased blood supply to deprived tissues. And it's also something that helps to increase the amount of platelet, fibroblast, and growth factor production within the areas where it's applied. Those growth factors are one of the main components to regeneration, and there are other things that you can use to kind of increase those growth factors inside the body. But if you want to get them directly where you need them, which maybe it's on your face for wrinkles, or maybe it's on your hands for healing your skin, whatever the case may be, you can apply the ozone products topically in a localized way that really directly affects the area. So all in all, increased circulation, decreased toxicity. Increased circulation increases oxygenation, and again, one of our main goals with O3 charged products is to increase the amount of oxygen getting to your cells. That will provoke a natural antioxidant production response by the cells, and overall help to keep you looking great, feeling great, and healthier than you would be normally. So have a great day, and if you haven't been to our website, ozonecharged.com, and look for us on social media. And if you have any questions or comments, please let us know in the comments on the video. Thank you. Take care.